You think you know me.
Hello, I'm Sally.
I'm Charlotte.
Okay, we're talking about Raw that broadcast on Monday the 12th of October.
2009.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, on with the guest host. This week we have Nancy O'Dell.
And Maria Menounos.
Any ideas?
No.
No.
Don't even pronounce the surname.
Absolutely no idea who they are. No idea. Straight up, haven't got a clue. I recognise one of them because I think she was on one of the pay-per-views earlier in the year.
I don't.
Nancy.
That was the first time I've
Who
ever seen
knows?
any of them. Ever.
But they were perfectly okay. They set matches.
They did what they do.
did their thing. They were fine.
Yeah.
Don't know who they are. Right. The beginning, I don't know, 20 minutes of Raw this week was my favourite bit of Raw for
Chris Jericho at the very beginning.
months. Yeah, it was absolutely hilarious for ages. It started before the guest host even came on. Chris Jericho, on his own, he announced he's team captain, team SmackDown captain for bragging rights, and just banging on about stuff. And then this Nancy came on and said, why do you think you should start the show?
Yeah.
Because DX should be starting the show.
Because DX always start the show.
And then she said, so, basically shush. And he pulled this amazing face, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's so funny. And so then DX in theory came out, but there's only one of them.
Yeah. It was Triple H.
Triple H on his own. And
Poor Shawn Michaels, he had to look after his daughter because she was
but it's quite funny because when Triple H got in the ring, normally Shawn Michaels runs around him, doesn't he?
And he got the sound man to run around him instead, didn't he?
Yeah, the sound man didn't hand him the mic properly, so
No.
get out! Very, very funny. And then he rings Shawn Michaels and we find out his daughter's sick and so he had to stay home.
But his song, his voicemail message.
The whole thing was just hilarious. And then the voicemail message
Hang on.
of Shawn
It's Triple
Michaels.
H and it's Shawn Michaels. It's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, totally. And then, thanks for calling, because I'm not home, to the sexy boy music. Very, very, very funny. Shawn Michaels comes on the phone, so he obviously is legitimately at home.
Yeah.
And they chit-chat, and then Jericho and Big Show come out. Well, Jericho and his pet giant, as we sort of call it. And they come out, and it turns out DX are team captains of Team Raw at bragging rights. Jericho's already said he's Team SmackDown's captain. So they come out, and Jericho basically says, well, although Big Show comes from Raw, because he's my partner, I want him on my team. I want him to be on Team SmackDown.
If not, he might eat me.
Yeah, and Big Show looked quite happy to go around, didn't he? Quite happy until
Triple H said, why didn't you come on Raw? Because you're on Raw.
he basically said, is he really the boss of you?
Yeah.
Really? You do whatever your little Jericho tells you to do?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm my own man, I'm a big giant, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, and by the way, Triple H, I effectively carried this team, he's actually not very...
started a little lover's argument.
Jericho
between the two.
starts with the faces again, like... And oh my goodness, and they have this little row, like a married couple, don't they?
Yeah.
It's a cross between a married couple and small children.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
And then Big Show goes, right, I don't want to be on your team, I'm going to Team Raw, and marches across the ring and stands next to Triple H and goes, I'm on Team Raw, so no.
The whole time, to point out though, Triple H was laughing his little socks off.
Laughing his head off into the camera.
Socks.
Whatever.
Didn't Triple H have steel trousers on?
Yeah, Triple H is actually wearing jeans this week. Looking quite nice, actually.
Yeah.
Quite nice. Anyway, so yeah, Big Show stomps over and says, I'm going to be on Team Raw. And then Triple H says,
You can't.
we don't want you.
There's no space.
And then he says, do you know what? Tonight we're going to do loads of qualifying matches. We're going to have matches, and if you win, you get to be on the team. And so he said, do you know what, Big Show? We'll give you a chance. If you win your match, you can be on my team.
One problem though,
Your match is against
Jericho,
and it's going to be
now.
right now. So off he skips out the ring. It's now Jericho versus Big Show. Again, the funniest thing I have seen in a long, 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 long time. Because, Big Show was trying to kind of be like...
No, Sally.
He was like, now, we are partners. Stop being so childish. And Jericho, just like a spoiled little brat, was just like... And it's so funny.
Didn't Big Show just catch him and put him onto the torn back and
The
go,
funniest bit, Jericho's gone for, I think it was the code breaker.
Yeah.
Big Show's just caught him, walked him over to the turnbuckle, sat him on it, so he's sitting up high like a little kid would with his feet dangling, and then they're kind of eye level, and he's sitting him down to have a little talk to him, like you might with a little child. Now, come on, stop being silly now. So funny. And it all ended with, after that, Jericho fell outside of the ring. He was like, oh, my knee.
He got out the ring and helped him. And
Big Show's going, oh, don't worry. Oh, poor
rubbing it back for him.
Oh, and then they're getting counted out, and it got to about 8, and Jericho, it turned out, was just like play acting, jumped back in the ring, and then Big Show went, oi!
Grabbed his leg, chucked him out and slid
and jumped back in. So he won his match. He's on Team Raw. Funniest thing, I've actually watched that twice now. That whole, from the beginning up to there, funniest thing for ages. The rest of Raw, you know, it was alright. The qualifying matches for bragging rights were all fine.
Yeah.
There's one match with the Divas who, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
Mickey James loses the Divas title to the world's greatest singer. She's not loving Jillian. It was quite funny.
Oh, God.
Because I'm not a big fan of Mickey James, to be honest, so
No.
I thought that was quite funny.
Neither, but Jillian just... No.
So Jillian
Something
wins and
else,
she decides to
absolutely.
sing a song in celebration. So, oh God, Lady Gaga. not loving that. Yeah.
I think she sings her own walk-on song as well, so you know when to run
Awful.
away.
I think that's the first time I've heard Jillian's walk-on song. Awful. And so she's all celebrating, singing this god-awful song, and then Melina comes out, which initially is rather weird because Melina's from SmackDown. She comes on, she wins the title, and they explain there's been a big Divas trade. They've swapped at least 10 people round and about, and we didn't find out there and then, but it turns out that they've traded big names across. Melina's come across and Mickey James is going back to SmackDown, and a few other bits and bobs. The Bella Twins are coming off ECW onto Raw, but they've been on Raw for a while now, you know, like, we were the guest host, look at us in our bikinis. Pretty much. The only thing about the Diva trade, don't like Eve. Love her.
But I like that.
Love her. They've taken her off SmackDown, which, you know, is like, and they've put her onto Raw. And when people are on Raw, they tend to just disappear because Raw's got so many people on it that you rarely get a go.
Yeah, but it's good having her on Raw because
But
it means I can
SmackDown's-
now watch her matches. That Michelle McCool chance of being
True,
in it. So
that's
it means
the
I
only
can
thing.
watch the match.
Yeah, Eve won't be against Michelle McCool anymore.
Yay.
Hallelujah. But it's sad because she was on Crime Time's Word Up and she won't be anymore.
Well, maybe they should go up to Raw.
Can you imagine if Crime Time got Michelle McCool instead? We love Crime Time, by the way. They're very, very, very cool. Should I stop talking about Michelle McCool?